We are now going to get into a new era of the convention scene. It's been years before we've all come together in the geek domes. The geek domes? Geek locations?
You mean like a convention center?
Yeah, you know.
The Geek Dome?
The Geek Dome.
They'll call it that.
They'll call it that, right? Eventually,
Hopefully
one day,
not.
they'll do that for us, Ryan. Fire guy Ryan. Lion. All right. With the convention scene coming back so damn soon, you gotta get ready for the hunt, because the hunt is never going to be so exciting. We have dealers that have been waiting to bring collections that they've been collecting, that they've been acquiring for years and haven't gone to shows. And we need to go support these dealers. All of these people. It's the heart of the industry. You go to these shows, you got to go to the comic section. You have to spend a good amount of time there. If you want comics to be a thing at your comic shows, you got to go and support the comic book creators, artists, writers, letterers, all the people that are there. But you also got to support the people selling the damn comics. And the hunt is going to be strong. So, no better way than to prepare you by hitting the like button, slap the subscribe button. We're going to show you some dollar bin keys. And first off, we're going to show you the app that we source these from. We have Key Collector Comics. Use Comictom101 on the best comic app in existence. This right here is something I'm on every single day. You know, this is where I was alerted about all the breaking news over the last week. And some of the news wasn't great, but it was news that was important nonetheless. There are news about shows, option status, and if you use that code, you support the show, but you also get access to the app in its entirety. But take a look at this subscriber benefit. Oh, dollar bin diving. The subscriber benefits unlock when you pay for the app, but that code will get you 2 weeks free. And it's specifically for the things that are going to give you an edge on the hunt. All the other categories are free. First appearances, video game categories, Doctor Strange 2 category, a Moon Knight category. Look at that. They're not locked over here. You can take a look at that. But the ones that are locked are the spec deck, the hot keys, the future keys, the dollar bin diving, because these are the categories that are going to, if used right, put you in a position to find things that could go up in value that you may be able to get on the low, get you ahead of the curve. And this is our pick for some dollar bin keys. We got 10 of them. Hit the like, slap the subscribe. Let's get into it with this first one. You know it's on here because of me.
I was going to say.
I don't mess around, man. I know my Hellboy. And when I saw this on the list, I said, I got to tell the comic fam. This right here is a milestone issue. Hellboy, Dark Horse Presents 200, came out in 2015. This was at a time where Dark Horse Presents was putting out comics that were on like this magazine type of gloss. They were square-bound books. And damn, dude, almost every one of my copies, straight from Diamond, were damaged. So many of them. So this right here is a milestone issue and legacy numbering. High average sales of $18. Look out for this book in the dollar bins. I can tell you as a Hellboy fan, diehard collector, I have some of the biggest Hellboy grails that I've acquired in my life, and one of them I own. Shout out, Salt Lake City Comic Con pamphlet. This book you can find in dollar bins. It's a $20 book and you're in all day. Consider getting it graded if it looks nice enough. Next one on the list. Some books you just need to know. You just need to know. I got to hear it in the chat, Comic Fam. Who knows this book? If you don't know this book, throw an emoji down. I don't care, but throw an emoji down about how you feel. I want to know how the Comic Fam's feeling in the chat right now. We got 100 people here in the Comic Fam community joining us on the mic. We're doing dollar bin keys. Number 9 on the list is Tales of Leonardo. Blind Sight number 3, debuting in 2006. Now, is this a key book? No. But what about this book screams at you first?
The cover, the white. Finding, especially if you find this in a dollar bin, probably won't have a bag and board. Probably will have already been passing through so many people's hands and fingers and not really
rubbing up against other comic books.
That too. I didn't even think of that. Yeah.
Getting some ink on that.
Catching
white
dirt and ink. Yeah. Finding this in a good condition is going to be difficult, I would imagine.
Yeah, finding this in good condition or at all. The total copies ordered by retailers is approximately 2,300 for a TMNT book. Hot damn. This book hits $55 high average sales. You got to burn this image into your noggin. You can get lucky on the hunt if you find issue 3 of Tales of Leonardo, Blind Sight number 3. All right, next on the list is... boom. Number 8.
Cool.
We have a March 24th exclusive announcement. Richard Rider. Oh, excuse me. March 24, key alert, exclusive. Richard Rider, aka Nova, looks like to be joining the Marvel Cinematic Universe as sources tell Deadline that Marvel is developing a Nova project with Moon Knight Scribe, and it is unknown for now whether this will be developed into a feature film or a limited series for Disney+. However, we know that Kevin Feige's been teasing Nova being introduced into the MCU for 4 years now. And this is the closest we've ever gotten. But which Nova are we going to see? Sam Alexander? Richard Rider? Probably both. And this is the first time that both these characters meet. It goes for $20 high average sales, debuting in 2016. Find these in those dollar bins. And Ryan, how many times have we talked about on the mic? Dollar bin books that have spiked because there are meetings of characters.
A lot of times. It just makes sense. That's like...
It's a no-brainer.
I'm thinking of like SpiderMan or something when Miles and Peter Parker first meet up. And like,
We talked about that one for sure.
I'm sure you did. That
You
makes
did
sense.
with me. I'm pretty sure that, we were on the mic. You've been doing this show for like a bunch of podcasts now, Ryan.
We've been doing a bunch of them.
Ryan started the fire!
Okay.
All I know is Nova is Marvel's Green Lantern.
There it is. And you like Green Lantern.
I do, but if Marvel gets a Nova out before DC gets a good Green Lantern out, I'm going to be so angry.
He's going to be pissed, Comic Fam. All right. I'm not seeing any emojis in the chat. So, Comic Fam, you're letting me down right now. What's going on? Okay, here we go. We have next on the list at number 7, Moon Knight issue number 53. This is an oldie from 1993. I was Tres Años when this came out. But take a look at this. This book goes for $12 average sales on the high end. I think this is easy $20 book all day long and high grade. Why? Because we have a kind of infinity cover happening with Gambit holding 3 cards, the middle card being the same image that he's on, the cover. But who are the other 2 cards?
Werewolf by Night is on the left, the King of Spades, and the King of Clubs is Moon Knight.
That's right. We have, is that clubs? Yeah, it is clubs from this angle. I can't really see it. We have Moon Knight, Werewolf by Night, and Gambit on one cover. I'm just letting you know, Comic Fam, this is just a cool book. I think this is just a
Just a straight cover thing?
Yeah, it's
nothing
just
on
a
the
cover
inside
thing.
that makes it worthwhile?
No, it's not a key book. It's just a cover that features characters that people love with a character, a mutant that people adore. And we have Gambit holding cards like he does with multiple characters that are like prominent on Disney+. And you know we're going to get Gambit in the MCU here shortly. Let me read you this alert. The Godzilla-verse, Monsterverse, that began with the 2014 film and continue with the King Kong films will expand on Apple TV with a live-action series. Details on what characters or when to expect them are scarce. This was an announcement that happened just months ago, and we told you about this, Comic Fam. So much so that we showed you this alert. Look at this key alert right here. Boom. That's what happens when you have the Key Collector app. You get these alerts and you get notified of books that you should consider. Godzilla, 31 books. King Kong, 8 books. Not a whole lot of key books as it pertains to these particular characters. Yet, just takes a show to start changing things. But I wanted to point out a handful of Godzilla books, and this is going to count as number 6. So I'm giving you some bonus comics. Comic Fam, hit the like button. You're getting bonus comics on your list of 10. Look at this. Godzilla, boom, issue number 9. Just a cool book. Keep in mind, none of these covers are key books besides Bob Eagleton drew them. Okay, that's it. Classic art, cool cover, but this right here is Godzilla number 9. Godzilla number 10. Look at this. This is my favorite with the lightning.
Yeah, that was really cool. Coming out of the water.
Mm-hmm. And this is Godzilla number 11, shooting that laser stuff out of his mouth, right?
Oh man, it's got a name. It's like, I know this, and certain people are going to be mad at me for forgetting what
it's
it's
like
called.
plasma or something.
It's like nuclear or something. There's a word for his fire breath. It's not fire breath or lightning bolts.
Something. Help us out in the chat, Comic Fam.
I'm letting people down right now.
What we're hearing early word of is that the Apple TV live show is going to follow a family as a terrain, make their way through the multiple different terrains or parts of America.
Like a road trip?
Yeah, it's like a road trip type of thing where they're going to see a world that's filled with kaijus. So we're probably going to get like a monster of the week type of narrative. And these books, issues number 9, 10, is that what I said? Yeah, 9, 10, and 11. These are books that I can tell you, you're going to find multiples of these in dollar bins. I've been buying Dark Horse books for quite a long time because they were always so cheap. They are made on such crappy paper, so they're super tough and high grade. Look at these dark covers. Like you were just talking about the white covers. The dark covers.
Yeah, I was thinking about that with the first Godzilla on here. It had a really dark border.
Yeah.
I think this one's my favorite, though.
Yeah,
out of the three.
Which one's your favorite comic, fam, of the three? Because in order, these all came out in 1996. In order of 9, 10, and 11, 20, 15, and $25 high average sales, respectively. And I think that is conservative numbers because Atomic Breath. There it is.
Atomic Breath.
Thank you.
Thank
Appreciate
you guys. I was so wrong.
So keep an eye out for your Godzilla.
They all know it. They all know. They probably all just Googled it because they don't know either. Nobody knows.
Before there was baby Grogu, there was baby Groot. We heard in the last couple weeks, Vin Diesel went on record and said, hey, Alpha Groot is coming. That's what he called it.
The original version, like the Guardians original Groot, the big grown up one?
I think of Alpha meaning like the biggest version, the most powerful version. Like we're going to get Groot back in his prime. And it could be original. It could be beyond the original. I don't know. You know?
Interesting.
So before Grogu, there was baby Groot. And baby Groot was the cutest thing that anyone ever seen.
Now nobody cares.
Now nobody cares because baby Groot.
Because he's a grumpy old teenager now.
That's right. But I think it's at a moment in time in the MCU where we're probably not going to see it again. Maybe until like the Guardians of the Galaxy, like holiday special. You got to have baby Groot in there. You know, it's cute. But this is a character that had his first cameo appearance in Groot number 4 that debuted in 2015. Again, $12 high average sales. I see this book being an easy and high grade $20 book. You can find this in the dollar bin. People don't know this book.
Right. I would never think this comic was anything special. If I was just skimming through the dollar bins. Just a Groot book. It's a series that I never read.
Think about the next fans in the next decade who are kids when they saw this. And they remember baby Groot. They had the plush toys. You know, They had the little tree and the thing that is like little bobblehead thing that went like this and this and that, you know, it's like, that's the kind of stuff that long term people aren't going to spec on because we're using our 30-plus-year-old brains here to assess a marketplace when a whole other generation is experiencing this for the first time without our burden of what we've experienced as a kid. Because we grew up on the animated series. We grew up on Saturday morning cartoons. They're growing up with Disney freaking Plus. All right, let's do it. Speaking of baby Grogu, but completely different run and timeline. Star Wars Darth Vader number 5 coming out in 2017. We were talking about Charles Soule already, who did a bunch of Star Wars, which is awesome. I recommend this run, even to people who are not as like well-versed or a big fan of Star Wars, because I enjoyed it, because my favorite part of Star Wars is Anakin, Darth Vader, Lord Vader, you know, full Sith Lord. And this is where you actually find the origin of Darth Vader's red lightsaber. $15 high average sales for this book. Easy $20 to $25 book, dude. This should be a $30 book. And this is the run that you really see this history develop. This is where Anakin gets, you know, post the fighting on the hill, and Anakin cuts his limbs off. You know, he's badly burned, and he gets rebuilt by Emperor Palpatine. But
Look at you with your Star Wars knowledge.
Dude, this is what the comic fan has done. I was never into Star Wars until like the last couple of years, but you know what? I'm in it to win it. And what do you think about this cover? Because the reason why I think this needs to be in your noggin, comic fam, is because of the cover alone.
Really? You like the cover?
No. I think I like it because of the origin of Darth Vader's
I really want to like the
lightsaber.
cover, but it's hard.
The cover is atrocious. This right here is a recipe for Marvel to bring back a cover to another print to lighten it up.
Give it a different, honestly, that's a big point of it. It's too dark to tell what's happening.
Does anyone in the chat even like the first glimpse see like what we're seeing? Can you even tell what this is?
Maybe it looks better on their screen.
Maybe because
I'm seeing it looks really dark right here. I think the cover just is dark in general.
It is a dark cover.
If it wasn't for that eyeball, it would be impossible to tell what's happening. There's an eyeball there right in the middle. You're looking at like a shattered Darth Vader mask.
This right here is something that people will skim past.
Right.
And this is a tough one. This is a tough one to like not know and to miss out. Like you're going to see this in dollar bins. I think you're going to see it even for cover price. Keep an eye out for this book. I believe in this book. Anything that is like tied to Star Wars canon, specifically Vader, is one that you should grab and you should know and remember the covers. All right, Shauna McGuire, my old babysitter. She's not old, but like when I was younger, my babysitter. She is a writer on Spider-Gwen during this time. Shauna McGuire wrote Ghost Spider. This run from like 2018. This one, no. This was like 2020. Well, it's Ghost Rider 7, so like 2019 to 2020. This is Ghost Spider number 7. Copies ordered by retailers, 17,000. This is a $10 book, and Gwen Stacy, Spider-Gwen, is, to me, the most promising next-gen hero to spec on long-term. I think Miles Morales is clearly the leader of that pack right now.
Okay.
And I think Spider-Gwen is a close second. The prices haven't caught up, but the Greg Land variant for the 1 in 25 first appearance of Ghost Spider just had a record breaker this last week. So
interesting.
Keep up with Spider-Gwen.
Is this a Patrick Gleason cover?
I'm not sure.
That looks like it might be his signature down there under the logo.
Who is this
the
cover?
trade dress.
I didn't look this up. If someone knows in the chat, let me know who this cover is, but definitely one that is just stunning.
I love it's horizontal almost.
It's like a pole almost. It's a pole move almost, but
it does.
But it also has because she's so flexible, you know.
Clearly.
It's Spider, right?
Yep.
And her freaking shoes. They're like they're little.
She bends her feet real hard.
It's like it's like a dancer's.
Like a ballerina shoes.
Like a balance. Yeah, exactly. And the webbing. I love this cover. The vertical text gets me, Comic Fam.
Yep.
I love the vertical text.
That's cool.
All right, so affordable book, but it's more than just Ghost Spider. It is covers that feature Ghost Spider that make you stop and look. All right. Next, we have She-Hulk. We have a cover featuring Titania versus She-Hulk. There's not a whole lot of covers featuring this character and fighting on them that look as good as this. She-Hulk number 11 coming out in 2005. Copies ordered by retailer, a lonely 23,000. Jamil is going to be portraying this She-Hulk villain on Disney+. The Hollywood Reporter announced that, and the consideration is that it may be the version from Secret Wars issue number 3. So this right here, I just think is a stunning cover. It goes for, on average, $12 high sales, but I can see this reaching 15 to 20 easily when members get introduced to this character. Paul Pope. Oh, yeah, it was a Paul Pope.
That Dan Slott run of She-Hulk is supposed to be really cool. I need to read more She-Hulk. I've only tried the first 2 issues out of this current run. I need more. I need more older stuff.
And number 1 on our list, hit the like, hit the subscribe button, Ultimate Comics Spider-Man number 2. Why is the third appearance of Miles Morales on the list at number 1? How are we going to find this in the dollar bin?
Yeah, why is this in dollar bins? It should not be. That should not be.
It's the first appearance of Genki Lee, best friend of Miles Morales.
Okay.
Double key. Third appearance to me is still a key. Here's the thing. In what world does the first appearance of the 1 in 25 Djevik variant, Ultimate Fallout 4 of Miles Morales, I said that kind of weird, but you guys are following me, hit $30,000 at a 9.8? And we see issue number 2, second appearance is Spike. But the third appearance goes for $30 high average sales.
That's a big drop off.
$30. So the reason why I put this at number 1 is because I believe that this may still be out there. It may not be just dollar bins. It's going to be tough to find this one in the dollar bin. I think all the other ones are going to be easier. However, this book could easily be priced at $10, $15, $20, $25. I'm going to even say it one step further. $30. And if it's high grade, if it's like 9.6, 9.8 potential, I would grab it. Third appearance of Miles Morales. You think this book won't spike up? So this is definitely you got to know it on the hunt. Look for it in those dollar bins, but check out the $2 bins, the $5 bins. If you see a $15, $20 plus tag on it, keep it under 30 in my opinion. You got to have a high threshold for, high grade again.
That spine is, I'm already looking, just the image makes me cringe because that is an all black, that's a heavy black margin they're using for both ends of this image. And that spine is going to be difficult.
It's going to be a tough book is what you're saying, Ryan.
Yeah.